6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Hassan Gilani. First, the headlines. Prime Minister says structural reforms are inevitable to ensure macroeconomic stability and to put the country on the path of development. Foreign Office spokesperson says Pakistans look forward to work with Afghanistan to find joint solution in countering terrorism. Pakistan and Asian Development Bank have reaffirmed commitment to strengthen partnership with a shared goal of promoting sustainable economic growth. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, occupation troops have launched massive cordon and search operations ahead of India's general elections in the territory. 100 Palestinians were martyred in continued Israeli attacks across Gaza during the last 24 hours. Jordan beat Pakistan by 3-0 in the second round of FIFA World Cup 2026 qualifier in Islamabad today. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif says deep-rooted structural reforms have become inevitable to ensure macroeconomic stability and to put the country on path of development and progress. Chairing Apex Committee meeting of the Special Investment Facilitation Council in Islamabad today, he said there is a need to introduce structural reforms, including digitalization in the Federal Board of Revenue, to bridge the gap between receipts and expenditure. He said 1,350 billion rupees can be saved by addressing challenges. Talking about the leakage in the energy sector, the Prime Minister said electricity theft of around 400 billion rupees, and these are the challenges which need to be addressed on priority basis. He expressed the belief that the federal and provincial governments have the capacity to deal with these difficulties with unity and resolve. Prime Minister Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif has expressed the government's firm commitment to undertake necessary steps to preserve and improve forest cover in the country. In a message on the observance of International Day of Forests today, the Prime Minister called upon the provincial governments, civil society and all citizens to become partners of the government's quest for Green Pakistan. He urged the nation to synergize their efforts in safeguarding this invaluable resource and ensure its effective stewardship for our next generation. Foreign Office spokesperson Mumtaz Zahra Baloch has said Pakistan respects the sovereignty and territorial integrity of Afghanistan and looks forward to working together to find joint solution in countering terrorism. He stated this while addressing weekly news briefing in Islamabad today, responding to a volley of questions regarding Pakistan's recent targeted and intelligence-based operations inside Afghanistan. The spokesperson clarified it was not directed against the government and the people of Afghanistan, but it was against terrorist hideouts and sanctuaries. She said it is a reality that terrorists, especially the TTP, have their bases in Afghanistan. This is not just Pakistan's assertion, but also confirmed by international observers, including reports by the United Nations. The spokesperson emphasized that Pakistan and Afghanistan should be partners in peace and partner against terrorism. Responding to the queries of the media persons regarding yesterday's U.S. congressional hearing, the spokesperson said some statements made their reflected misunderstanding of Pakistan's domestic situation and electoral laws. She hoped to engage in meaningful discussion with the U.S. to address these misunderstandings. She said Pakistan values its close relations with the U.S. and believes in constructive engagement with it. To a question about Iran-Pakistan gas pipeline project, the spokesperson said Pakistan reaffirms its commitment to the project. Mumtaz Zahra Baloch said it is the sovereign decision of Pakistani government to move forward on the project. She made it clear that at this point there is no room for any discussion or waiver from any third party for the construction of the pipeline inside Pakistan's territory. She said Pakistan has also conveyed to the U.S. authorities about the importance of this project for its energy security. This is Radio Pakistan. Country Director, Asian Development Bank, Bang Young Yi, called on Finance Minister Muhammad Aurangzeb in Islamabad today and discussed ongoing collaborations and future initiatives aimed at fostering economic development in Pakistan. ADB Country Director Yang Yi congratulated the minister on staff-level agreement with the IMF and stated that the market has positively responded to the development. During the meeting, Muhammad Aurangzeb expressed appreciation for the support provided by the Asian Development Bank over the years. He particularly highlighted ADB's assistance through policy-based lending to mitigate the impacts of the pandemic and floods. Both the sides reaffirmed their commitment to strengthening the partnership between Pakistan and the Asian Development Bank with a shared goal of promoting sustainable economic growth and development in the country. Minister for Information and Broadcasting Ataullah Tarar says establishment of China-Pakistan Information Corridor will be an important strategic step towards preventing fake news about CPEC. Talking to Chinese Ambassador Jiang Zhaidong in Islamabad today, he said Information Corridor is aimed at harnessing the power of digital connectivity and information sharing. The Information Minister emphasized the need to devise a mechanism at government-to-government and media-to-media level to counter fake news regarding CPEC. On the occasion, both sides agreed to expand cooperation in the field of film and culture. The funeral prayer of martyred security personnel Sepoy Bahar Khan and Sepoy Imran Ali, who embraced martyrdom while thwarting terrorist attack on Gwadar Port Authority complex, was offered in Gwadar today. Officials from Pakistan Army, Pakistan Navy, Balochistan Police, members of civil society attended the Namaz-e-Janaza. China has strongly condemned terrorist attack on Gwadar Port Authority complex. A Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson, Lin Jiang, during a regular briefing in Beijing, reiterated the Chinese government's firm support for Pakistan's efforts to fight terrorism and defend national security and stability. He said China is against all forms of terrorism and firmly supports national developments and social stability in Pakistan. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, occupation troops have launched massive cordon and search operations in various areas ahead of India's general elections in the territory. Indian Army's troops and Special Operation Group of Police conducted massive search operations in Khirdi, Sarna, Nud and other areas of Samba district. Search and frisking operations have also been intensified in different areas of Srinagar, Baramulla, Bandipora, Kupwara, Pulwama, Shopaiya, Islamabad, Kulgam, Rajouri, Poonch, Ramban and Doda districts. Over 100 Palestinians were martyred in continued Israeli attacks across Gaza during the last 24 hours. According to Palestinian Health Ministry, Israel's raid on Al-Shifa hospital in Gaza ended its fourth day with dozens martyred and displaced Palestinians sheltering there, describing long detentions and abuse. In Afghanistan, 3 people were killed and 12 others injured in a suicide bomb blast in Kandahar city today. In the second round of FIFA World Cup 2026 qualifier, Jordan beat Pakistan by 3-0 at Jinnah Sports Ground, Islamabad today. And finally, the weather. Dry weather is expected in most parts of the country, while partly cloudy in upper areas during the next 12 hours. Rain with a thunderstorm is likely in Gilgit-Baltistan, Upper Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Kashmir and adjoining hilly areas. And now the headlines once again. Prime Minister says structural reforms are inevitable to ensure macroeconomic stability and to put the country on the path of development. Foreign Office spokesperson says Pakistan looks forward to work with Afghanistan to find joint solution in countering terrorism. Pakistan and Asian Development Bank have reaffirmed commitment to strengthen partnership with the shared goal of promoting sustainable economic growth. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.